they're not allowed to talk about it. They're not allowed to talk about it. So it is a good sign that secretly, at least, that they're on our side. You know,
some of them are. You know, some of them are just psychopathic criminals,
Yeah.
or they're foreign contractors. And the CIA is just kind of a catch-all for the 30-plus intelligence agencies, 15 big ones, and then they've got so many private contractors out doing stuff.
Right.
You know, they find people in special forces that are psychos, like to kill. They give them all these missions, killing whole villages and stuff, and they just bring them back home.
Right.
So you'd never talked about that until you came on the show here about the CIA contacting your label. For those that don't know, I don't know about your particular case, I believe it. It was in mainstream news that White House and CIA contact Hollywood. No anti-government messages. Get behind the country. We've been attacked.
Right.
And so we know they do that. And now they're going to spend 40-something billion a year, the Pentagon alone, on its image. And so you see all these rock bands. You know, Kid Rock's not being attacked, or Three Doors Down's not being attacked with their get the kids in the military to go die line of propaganda. It's only you getting attacked.
Correct. Well, I'm not going to stop talking about it, so.
How did you wake up to the New World Order?
Well, I'm born and raised in Montana, and so it's a little bit like Texas. Since I was a kid, you know, my family talked about wanting to secede from the Union. So I was sort of raised with that. My mom talked about the New World Order.
Al-Qaeda raised.
Yeah. She told me, you know, as a small child that there was going to be a one world currency one day and that we need to prepare. So I've sort of always kind of known.
Well, now nobody's laughing at Mama. It's all over the news, but they're saying it's a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. We got to buy gold.
Well, that's what we're trying to get folks to do. The Obama Deception's out.
Yep, it's beautiful.
I want to give you a copy. Here
Thank you so much.
There you go. There's the
Love
DVD. Hey, thank you. Let's come back into whatever you want to discuss. South by Southwest, the Liberty Movement. It's, you know, a lot bigger than Alex Jones or Ron Paul or anybody else. It's about the people and a bunch of key news. We'll get Aimee Allen's take on all of that and a lot more straight ahead after this break.
Every 22 seconds, a violent crime is committed. Are you concerned about your personal safety? Why wait for something bad to happen when you can take action now? Be smart. Be safe. Trust pepper spray instead of your luck. Pepperspray.com is the only website you'll ever need for all your non-lethal self-defense supplies. Pepperspray.com carries one of the largest assortments of pepper spray and personal safety products on the web, including mace, animal repellents, stun guns, and tasers. Pepperspray.com also carries a large assortment of products for personal, home, child, and pet safety. Pepperspray.com is proud to feature Sabre brand pink ribbon pepper spray. For every Sabre pink ribbon pepper spray sold, a donation will be made to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Enter the word pepper in the coupon box and you'll receive 10% off your order. So what are you waiting for? Go to pepperspray.com. That's pepperspray.com or call 1-800-908-9988. Call today.
In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well-funded.
The Obama Deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people.
Well, Obama's already fudging. He's fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement of personality cultists who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, that's fascism.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at INFOWARS.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back.
Peter Kronschnabel here from Midas Resources. Are you concerned about uncontrollable government spending? A banking system on the verge of collapse? Banks on the edge of being nationalized? Wall Street in continuous freefall? Scandal after scandal with hedge funds companies? If protecting your hard-earned savings or retirement fund is on your mind, the answer is simple. Secure your assets by purchasing gold and silver. Since President Nixon took us off the gold standard in 1971, the United States has been operating the longest-running fiat currency in the history of mankind. Gold has held its purchasing power for over 6,000 years. Contact me, Peter Kronschnabel at 1-800-686-2237, extension 108. Once again, that's Peter at 1-800-686-2237, extension 108. While you can still purchase gold with paper. That is 1-800-686-2237, extension 108.
Spring is here, growing season. The economy is not getting any better. In fact, it's getting worse. Think about it. At this rate, how will your life be in a month or even a year? Maybe you've been putting things off, but the time to act is now. The country is running out of food. You need to get your seeds before it's too late. At organicaseed.com, you'll find one of the largest online selections of heirloom seeds, survival seed packs, as well as the giant vegetable seed collections that can feed you and your family for years. Grow your very own fresh vegetables, wheatgrass, fruits, herbs, rice, tea, coffee, and tobacco. With detailed growing guides available to you at no charge, you can maximize your harvest and investment. And the best part? All orders ship within 24 hours. So head over to organicaseed.com. That's ORGANICA seed.com. Organicaseed.com today.
Way up north to Alaska. Way up north to Alaska. North to Alaska. Go north for us.
Aimee Allen's new album is coming out here pretty soon. Aimee Allen, A Little Happiness. Tell us about this new one.
It's organic, no synthetic sounds, all Hammond B3 organs, acoustic bass, acoustic guitar. It's kind of like an acoustic reggae album for the most part, but there's no profanity in it, and it's I'm very proud of it. Very proud of it.
Well, I love all the music you've made. How many albums have you done?
Three albums. Scott and Aimee, my album on Elektra Records, and this on Sidetrack Records, coming out June 9th.
Is this political like the others?
There's not a lot of political messages in it, but it is for it's for people who need to calm down, and
it's relaxing. That's
it's
good.
Relaxing. Because I needed a healing record after my assault. I needed to record something that wasn't loud, distorted, synthetic, overproduced. I just needed to do a very simple record.
Are any of these up on the web yet? We can play them. I don't think we're fancy enough to have a CD player in the studio.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we are going to have some of that coming up. That's good. We're coming out of the break with one then. Fantastic. So you grew up in the West, a family that was aware of the globalist agenda. Did you believe your family when they were warning you, when your mother was warning you about all the stuff that was coming?
Not so much in the beginning, but she was stockpiling food, making her own bread. She was making her own food. She was absolutely, she just kind of banged it into my head my whole life.
Well, that's a good instinct, because they had their whole mechanism in place to bring in martial law then. But we knew that back when I got started 14 years ago that they weren't going to launch it right at that point because they hadn't propagandized enough yet, and that they had to announce it first, that would herald their move. Now they're announcing it. Does that concern you?
It's absolutely amazing. It's happened in such a short period of time. That's what's astounding. It's happening very rapidly at this point.
The New World Order, foretold for so long because the old-timers actually had the government documents, now is upon us.
Yeah.
I talk a lot about a quickening or an awakening happening that's much bigger than what we saw last year with Ron Paul being the focal point. Are you seeing that same awakening out there?
Yeah, it's really refreshing. And to see it on AOL, the cover of AOL, to talk about the Bilderberg Group, at 70%, I read the poll, and it said 70%, 26,000 people took the poll, and 70% had never heard of the Bilderberg Group. So that's very, very encouraging.
And the majority were asked if they liked it, and they said that they thought it was a bad thing.
Right.
So I guess they need to be arrested as terrorists, because the federally written reports distributed by the states, they're out running around saying if you put a Ron Paul bumper sticker on or believe in a Bilderberg Group or a New World Order, you're a dangerous person.